Oh, hey guys, y'all having a good summer? Enjoying yourself? Well, don't forget we still got school coming up this fall. One way or the other, we're all going to be back in school. I'm looking forward to it too. I hope you guys are. I'm missing y'all a lot. But in the meantime, guess what? I've got another story for you if you're interested. This is a really cool story about dragons. One of my favorite things. I think you're going to enjoy it too. So sit back and let's see where it takes us.
Dragons. Chinese dragons. The Chinese love dragons. They believe that the dragon is powerful and wise and brings good luck. There are many temples built to honor the dragons in China. Chinese dragons are snake-like, wingless animals with 4 legs and 5 claws on each leg. According to stories, Chinese dragons have a magic pearl which gives them the power to fly and go into heaven. The Chinese believe that dragons control water, rainfall, hurricanes, and floods. Well, that would be very handy, wouldn't it? Korean dragons. Korean dragons are the most kind-hearted of all the dragons, so they say. A Korean dragon is snake-like, wingless, with a long beard. A Korean dragon has 4 legs with 4 claws on each leg. In Korean stories, dragons are like water animals, which control water and farming, very similar to what China believes, or believed, in their stories. Japanese dragons. Japanese dragons are large, wingless, snake-like animals with 3 claws on each foot. The Japanese believe that dragons are also water animals that control rainfall and water. According to Japanese stories, dragons were first born in Japan. Dragons are very popular in Japan and are used in a lot of art, music, and architecture. Indian dragons. Indian dragons are wingless animals as well that are half snake and half human. Dragons from India are called Nagas and are said to live in an underground kingdom. In Indian stories, Nagas are found in rivers, lakes, and seas, and they are believed to be the guardians of great treasure. Filipino dragons. The Filipino dragon is called Bakuana, which means moon eater. According to an ancient story in the Philippines, Bakuana is a snake-like dragon with whiskers, 2 pairs of wings, a red tongue, and a mouth as big as a lake. In the story, Bakuana lived in the sea and would rise out of the water into the sky and eat the moon. Thus, the Filipino dragon were believed to be the causes of eclipses. And possibly the different change of seasons, too, maybe. That would be something to look into. I bet there's another story in there. Welsh dragons. The flag of Wales has a red dragon in a green and white field. The flag tells the story of the red dragon which saved Wales from the icy white dragon, but died after the fight. The Welsh flag was made to honor the red dragon and remember him forever. Remember the story of King Arthur? Arthur Pendragon was his full name? Wonder if there's a connection. Greek dragons. Wow, look at that. Lots of heads. The most famous Greek dragon was the Hydra, which was killed by the Greek hero Hercules. The Hydra was a 9-headed snake-like water dragon with poisonous breath and blood. It had the power to regenerate. It grew 2 new heads for each head that was cut off. In this Greek story, the dragon was killed by Hercules, who burned its neck stumps to stop any new heads from growing. Wow. Hercules was a really neat guy, and there's some really neat stories that go along with him, and we'll try to get some of those out here, too, for you guys to listen to. English dragons. Now we're talking about King Arthur. In most English stories, dragons were evil animals. They lived in dark caves, guarded great treasure, and fought with English knights. English dragons have 4 powerful legs and claws, scales on its body, huge wings, and a sharp tail. They have fangs and poisonous breath, and they breathe fire. Wow. Russian dragons. Here's another multi-headed dragon. It has 3 heads. In Russia, a dragon was believed to have 3 heads, which could grow back if you cut one of them off. In popular Russian stories, dragons were green, walked on 2 back paws, and had small front paws and breathed fire. Well, isn't that interesting? Looks a little bit like the T-Rex, except for having 3 heads, of course. Scandinavian dragons. The most evil among all dragons is the Scandinavian dragon, Nidhogg. He is a huge, multicolored, wingless dragon who lives underground. In Norse mythology and stories, this 30-foot snake-like dragon keeps eating the roots of the World Tree. Now, this is dangerous for the Earth because this is a tree that keeps the entire universe safe in their stories. Another dragon, the Dirk, or also called the Thunder Dragon. This dragon is the national symbol of Bhutan. The Thunder Dragon is a giant snake-like wingless animal with 4 legs and scales all over its body. The flag of Bhutan has a dirk, and the people of that country call their land Dirk Yule, which means land of Dirk. I hope you found that interesting, a little bit of stories and some information about dragons and what different people believe in. Did you know that in Madison County there is a dragon painted on paint rock up towards Hot Springs? You really can't see it now, but I've read that a long time ago, back when people first started coming to this area, you could see the dragon painted on the wall. Is it really a dragon? I don't know. In Greek, dragon means huge snake or a water snake. The dragon is really an imaginary animal. There are many popular stories in many countries about dragons, all over the world. In most European stories, dragons are evil creatures. But in Chinese folk tales, they're mostly pretty kind and they helpful, and they look out after families and people that need the help. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So that's our story for today. But remember, this summer, if you get a chance, read a book. Find out some new interesting things that when you come back to school, you can tell me all about them. Also, don't forget, wash those hands, listen to Mom and Dad and the grown-ups. Some of the things they may be telling us might be a little silly or seem silly, but there's a very good reason for that. Remember to keep your